The Big Pumpkin, written by Erica Silverman. Once there was a witch who wanted to make pumpkin pie, so she planted a pumpkin seed. She weeded and watered, and after a while, a spout poked through, and then a pumpkin grew. And it grew, and then it grew some more. Soon Halloween was just hours away. The witch had thought about pumpkin pie. She bent down to take her pumpkin up of the vine. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard, then she pulled harder. But that pumpkin just sat. "Drat," said that witch. Just then along came a ghost. "Big pumpkin," said the ghost. "It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine. And Halloween is just hours away," said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. "I am bigger than you and stronger too," boasted the ghost. "Let me try," said the witch. But she thought about the pumpkin pie and she stepped aside. The ghost bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled, but he pulled hard, then he pulled harder. But that pumpkin just sat. "Drat," said the ghost. Just then along came a vampire. "Big pumpkin," said the vampire. "It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine. And Halloween is just hours away," said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. "I am bigger than the both of you and stronger too," boasted the vampire. "Let me try," said the witch. Said the ghost. But they thought about the pumpkin pie and they stepped aside. The vampire bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled, but he pulled hard, then he pulled harder, but the pumpkin just sat. "Drat," said the vampire. Just then, along came a mummy. Big pumpkin, said the mummy. It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine. And Halloween is just out of the way, said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. I am bigger than all of you, and stronger too, boasted the mummy. Let me try, said the witch. Said the ghost. Said the vampire. But they thought about the pumpkin pie, and they stepped aside. The mummy bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled, but she pulled hard, then she pulled harder. But the pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the mummy. Just then, along came a bat. Big pumpkin, said the bat. The witch didn't say a word. She just looked at the ghost and rolled her eyes. The ghost looked at the vampire. The vampire looked at the mummy. And they all looked at the little bat. And they started to laugh. I may not be big, and I may not be strong, said the bat, but I have an idea. And the bat told them what to do. Said the witch. Said the ghost. Said the vampire. Said the mummy. But they thought about the pumpkin pie, and they bent down to take the pumpkin off of the vine. Ready, set, pull, called the bat. The bat pulled the mummy, and the mummy pulled the vampire pulled the ghost, and the ghost pulled the witch, and the witch pulled the pumpkin. Well, they pulled, they tugged, and they pulled. First, they pulled hard, and then they pulled harder, and snap! Off came the pumpkin. Drat, said the witch. Whoosh! It flew, and it flew, and thump! It landed on top of a hill, and thump, bum, thump, bum, thump, bum, thump, bum. It bounced all the way down to the witch house. When it got to her door, the pumpkin just sat. Hooray for the bat, shouted the witch. Then she hurried inside to make pumpkin pie. Said the ghost. Have some more, said the witch. Couldn't eat another bite, said the vampire. Fun party, said the mummy. Time to go, said the bat. Drat, said the witch, and she watched them all leave. Then she went outside and planted another pumpkin seed. The end. Happy Halloween. Bye.